Hello everyone, I'm Jalise. Welcome to the JJ Mutisa Shash Game Reviews, everybody. Aaron R1. Original Season 4, Episode 3 just came on air. Just finished watching it. And the episode's called Haunter Ruins. And my god, remember how I said last time I said, like, how the original was very predictable for the first two episodes, even though it was great for the beginning of the season? We knew where it was going to happen. We knew Klaus was in prison. We knew he was going to be feeling after effects. We knew he was hallucinating Cammy. You knew the originals were going to come back, the family, and rescue him. Now, we get to the good stuff. We get to the really good stuff. Klaus reuniting with Hope, them painting together, they're having their little talks together. Klaus witnesses Hope healing butterflies with her magic. Hope is truly a gentle soul. Pasa, and she's very shy, she's very quiet, just like how Klaus was when he was a little kid before Michael ruined him and scarred him for life. But you see a lot of similarities with Hope and with Klaus, just not with the painting stuff, just with the fact that they're both quiet and shy people. And when you see Klaus as a child, he was very similar to that. And I really like that. What else can I say? All the originals are second-guessing themselves and what they're going to do now that Nick is rescued. Cole wants to know what he's going to do. If there's another love out there for him for Davina, he still reminisces about her, how old she would be, and he wishes that she was around still. Rebecca wants a life of her own. She wants love, and she wants to go out there and explore the love of herself. Elijah, he decides he wants Haley, and Haley's been thinking of Elijah. They rekindled their love again. They have sex, and they're together. Elijah will stick by Haley, and so forth he stick with Klaus. But he's no longer going to be worrying about Klaus's eternal soul. He will focus on his own happiness, which I love about that. This is a whole new breakthrough for all the originals. Granted, Cole and Rebecca are going to be gone for the show for a bit, sad to say, but they're exploring themselves out, and they never had the chance to. They've been stuck with each other for so many years. And we get this little nice moment between Klaus and Rebecca, like how Rebecca says, knows Klaus, I know I'm your favorite sibling. And Klaus says, you always been by my side. You never looked down upon me in some like negative. You didn't see me as something else. You saw me as your big older brother, someone to protect her. And this was someone she idolized. With Cole, he was the little brother, and he was always like challenging Klaus and all that. Klaus looked up to Elijah like a father figure. Frey is technically new, and Finn, you never really was a great fan of Klaus. So Rebecca is his closest sibling, is his favorite sibling to see them part ways. He hopes her happiness, and it's just truly a moment where he doesn't have to dagger her or do something evil to buy. Like, this is truly a happy moment for both of them. For them, just Klaus just showing his love to Rebecca and to show that he loves his family and he's willing to let them go on and be happy. That's what I love to see. The progression of Klaus Michelson. I love it. What also happened? Freya still has that werewolf girl named Keeleen. She's taking her venom out so she can have cures for her family. Haley doesn't like this because she's a former werewolf and she doesn't want this to happen. And Freya is pissed off at Haley because Haley, she doesn't believe Haley's a Michelson. And Elijah, even though he stands up for Haley, he likes the fact that she's not a Michelson because you're good. And that's what Elijah loves about her, that she's good and she's not part of the whole Michelson drama, except she is. And Freya, she is now. Freya had a lot of good points, like, you aren't a Michelson in a sense, because all the time during Haley of the show, granted she was doing the stuff to protect her child, like trying to take her child away from Klaus and all that stuff. What she did, like, for Haley and Klaus may be two different people, but Haley does something. Haley at the beginning of the show and throughout the entire show, not beginning of the show, throughout the entire 3 seasons, she was very hypocritical towards Klaus. I mean, she blamed for every single dashly thing he did. She did something and he's automatically worse, even though she does the exact same thing. I never was a fan of Haley. So when Freya spoke out on her hypocrisy that you were never for this family because you're always looking to get away from this family, get away from something, and that what Haley was. It wasn't until when Jackson died that she really clung to the family after this. When she didn't have Jackson or the Wolves no more, she clung to the original family. But sometimes she just really took that for advantage. She really just wanted to keep in the loop in some cases, and I really could not stand Haley's character. This Haley's character I like when she's defending her daughter, she's standing with the Michelsons, at least choosing that side. But with Haley for the previous 3 seasons, again, she says, I choose Jackson and the others, but she kept going back and forth. it's just a lot of things I did not like about Haley, and I'm glad that Frey took her on her hypocrisy, even though it's not now, it's not the right time, because Haley's no longer the person she was 5 years ago. And what else do we get Freya? We find out the girl named Keelan, I believe that's her name, the werewolf girl. She's not healing as much, and because she was able to use science to suppress a werewolf gene, so she's able to like not heal as quick because of her werewolf gene, and she used science, and she's a doctor, and she's into that stuff. Freya agrees with Freya makes a deal with her. Help me to kill Marcel Draw. Help me to break down the beast thing by using science instead of magic to get rid of him. And I think this is a cool, new, interesting take. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy this new storyline. This is what I want to see. Different, new things, and I like that. Original Season 3 started off very similar like original Season 4, where you knew some of the game pieces were going to happen and they're going to blow your mind. To me, Episode 3 just blew my mind. We get to see Macy Richardson Sellers, or Ava Sinclair, back again. And I love Macy Richardson Sellers. A gorgeous actress, and she is terrific in her acting. And you get a little flashback of what's the thing that's been haunting Hope, that snake that's eating its own tail, that thing. Apparently, Vincent and Ava Sinclair, Vincent wanted to stay in the city against Marcel Draw back then, before Marcel knew Vincent, and he wanted to reclaim New Orleans for his own, for his family, and for his future child, because apparently Ava Sinclair was pregnant. So he tapped into some dark magic. He tapped into dark magic that was before the ancestors. He was making sacrifices to before the ancestors, something that was there long before them. So it was a very interesting new take, and Ava decided, why not do it together? They did it together, and she went to the Mumbo Joma, and the demons got the best of her. And it was because of Vincent's fault, because they introduced her to this magic. And the thing is, though, this notebook that he made, Vincent made this, he had no recollection of making this notebook. He had no recollection of making these spells, or this thing of the serpent. He had no idea what's happening. And now, kids are being taken away, just like how Ava Sinclair took away kids. And his unborn child, we don't even know if it's alive, dead. It's just whatever took control of Ava Sinclair, let her demons out. Ava Sinclair said, it lives within inside you, and it wants to be free. He will be free. And you also see Detective Kinney, who was back in original Season 3, who was a detective for the human faction, or for the cops. He apparently went to the dark side and slaughtered a guy that was taking the kids away, and he took the kids on his own. And at the end of this episode, Dr. Kinney's basically in line with this evil, or this evil lies within him. We don't even know what this evil is, or what the ancestors are, and this just sets up a big game. And also, you found out a witch who was going to sacrifice these kids. We found out that Vincent Griffin was not the only one that this evil was trying to contact. It was also contacting this witch. And now Hope Michelson needs to come back to New Orleans, because Vincent Griffin had the spell to cure Hope of this disease that's trying to kill her, and be sacrificed to the whatever this new evil is. And it's going to be interesting to see. Cole and Rebecca are off. They're finding their new lives. Frey is trying to work on a spell with the werewolf girl to, not a new spell, but something new, like a new scientific thing, to take down Marcel and his beast thing, in order for her siblings to be safe. Elijah's going to be with Haley. They know what they want, and Klaus is going to be there to protect Hope, while trying not to show her that there's a great darkness within him. So he's just trying to be different. And I really like the dynamic between Hope and Klaus right now. The actress doing a fine job, the little girl, and I say it's pretty solid this episode. The backstory between Vincent and Ava Sinclair is just awesome, and I really am looking forward to the next couple episodes. Even though this is only going to be 13 episodes this season, I cannot freaking wait for this season. This, to me, is already better than Vampire Diaries Season 8, Vampire Diaries Season 4, Vampire Diaries Season 5, 6. I mean, this is better than half the Vampire Diaries seasons of all 8 seasons. I mean, this, so far, now this show, this season, original Season 4, could be so great, and then it could be utter shit at the end, because that's how some seasons start off. It could be great, and then it'll end up shit. But I trust the writers with this. Please don't let this be the last season of the originals. We need an original Season 5. Let it be. Let it happen. Let it be 22 episodes. Let us have everything about it. And yeah, for the original Season 4, I love this. I love this episode. Original Season 4, Episode 3, Haunter of the Ruins. A great backstory episode, a great moving forward episode, and this is what I like. So I cannot wait for the new stuff they're going to show for next episode. And let me know what y'all think, everyone. Subscribe if you like. Disagree down down the bottom. Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Respect my opinion. I'll respect yours. Let me know what your opinion about original season 4, episode 3, Haunter of the Ruins, everybody. Alright, everybody. My name is Lee, signing off for you, everybody. Bye bye.